This is the first video of this year and I'm going to make some changes. どうも、今年初めてのビデオですが、ちょっといろいろ変えていこうと思っています。まずは字幕の方をオンにしてください。入りました？ You can turn on the subtitles too. I've been doing the same videos in 2 languages, but it might have slowed down the process of getting more views and subscriptions of this channel. What I'm going to do is to make videos only in English. I hope my Japanese viewers are okay. 大丈夫だといいんですけどね。The reason why I do that only in English is that Japanese viewers are more used to reading subtitles. For now, just have a look at the new intro. So now we are back. How was the new intro? I made it a bit shorter, so it's got more tempo. This time I'm going to talk about New Year resolutions. I know it's been a while since this year started, but I do it anyway. First I'm going to talk about my resolutions, then I talk about something more related to you. So what is my New Year resolution? To be honest, there isn't any. The truth is, if I want to achieve what I want to achieve this year, I should have started last year. And of course, I've started already. I did a good chunk of training in November and December. For example, I did an FTP test the other day, just recently, and I already gained 20 watts over the last 2 months. I know it doesn't mean much to you for the majority of viewers, but what I can say is that my bike performance has gone back up to the level where I used to be in the last season at its peak. For people who want to know how I did it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make some videos on that. It was quite an interesting process, so if you don't want to miss these videos, just hit that bell down there. So every time I upload new videos, you're gonna get notification. So now, put New Year resolutions aside for now. My biggest target this year is to get qualified for Kona, the Ironman World Championship at Ironman Frankfurt in June. That's my biggest goal this year. It's been my target for the last 2 years as well, and I haven't made it. I've been improving a lot, but it has never been enough to get qualified for Kona. Why do I want to get qualified only in Frankfurt? That's because Ironman Frankfurt is the European Championship, and I think that's got the highest quality of competitors outside Kona. In my attempts in last 2 times, my run, the marathon, has been the hardest. I always just lost the momentum. I just couldn't keep on going. And it seems like it's not only physical, but here, I just couldn't keep pushing myself. My brain just gave up, especially last year when it was 38 degrees in the shadow. I just couldn't push myself. I just couldn't keep on going. And my brain gave up. I know it because I could actually get going again after I switched the way how I thought. Obviously, I need a lot more buffer in my performance to get qualified. Just to stay on the safe side, I have to stay a little bit higher than the level where I can just get qualified. So obviously, I'm working on that. Another thing, how I train my mental side. For example, you've seen it already probably. I did 50k run in one go. I thought that would sort of emulate the way how I felt during the race, but it was hard, but wasn't enough. But now I've got confidence that I can run even 50 if I want to. I put the links down there, so have a look if you want to see how my 50k run was like at the end of last year. The second target is to get qualified for the Half Ironman World Championship. This year, the World Champs is in Taupo in New Zealand, And I used to live in New Zealand for 8 years. That's why I have some sort of more sentimental value to it. To get qualified, I chose to do half Ironman 70.3 in Greece. The problem is that it's in April. It's at the beginning of April. That's another reason why I kind of started quite early, relatively earlier than usual. I usually don't start training seriously till about late December or even after New Year's. But this time I started building my base block from November. Having said that, going to the World Champs in New Zealand is not the only target I want to have for half Ironman. I've been to the World Champs twice, last year 2019 and also 2018. But what I haven't done is that going under 4.5 hours. So my half Ironman performance target is to go under 4.5 hours. I might be able to do that in Greece. If not, I'm going to try at Ironman 70.3 Duisburg. It's a new race. It's in Germany. I think the course is going to be quite flat, so there's a good chance of me getting personal best. It's going to be in late August though, so it could be a bit hot. But, after I experienced 38 degrees at Ironman Frankfurt last year, I think it's going to be okay. One really good thing about Duisburg is that it's in Germany, so there will be many fast German triathletes on a bike. So I get to push hard on bike. That would lead me to my personal best, hopefully. I'll be doing a drafting legal middle distance race in early June, I think. I think that's 3 weeks before Ironman Frankfurt. It's Berlin Triathlon. I know middle distance, but drafting legal, I think it's a very interesting concept. I've done Berlin Triathlon before. That was Olympic distance. I've done sprint distance as well, but I like doing Olympic distance. We tend to ride together, and it's going to be on a road bike, obviously. I think we get to finish off bike together with so many other people. It's going to be more like a peloton race, doing so many loops. It's going to be interesting, but then I can just run off, usually. That's what I'm hoping anyway. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have my half Ironman distance personal best, but I'm not going to count it because it's drafting legal. Having said that, it's going to be a good training. I'm not going to push so much on a bike. I'm not going to go crazy and lead right at the front or anything like that. I just keep my more like Ironman effort race pace, and I probably just stay in a bunch. Do it as a training, preparing for Ironman Frankfurt, the last hard training week before Ironman Frankfurt. So it's going to be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to it already. Also, I'm looking at a race in Bulgaria that's going to be in August, but I haven't really decided yet. It's going to be quite interesting because I've never done a race in Bulgaria. I've been there before. It's beautiful. I actually been to the venue in the past. I went there for a wedding. It was an amazing venue. If I have a chance, I want to go there. I might be doing the regional league. It's got Regionalliga in German. As a part of Masters team for my club. If I'm doing that, I won't be able to do the race in Bulgaria because there'll be a race I have to compete. Of course, if I get qualified for Ironman Hawaii, I want to fly to Hawaii in October, and when I get qualified for Taupo half Ironman World Championship, then I'll be flying to New Zealand in November. But nothing confirmed, and I haven't even booked anything yet. All is going to be decided after these qualifier races. The half Ironman in Duisburg, it's not going to be a qualifier race for Taupo. It's going to be the World Champs for 2021. I'm not sure if I want to go to that or not. I will decide if I get a slot. On a spot maybe. Now, enough about myself. What about your goals? What are your targets? Have you got any New Year resolutions? Write these down there. Yeah, down in the comments, because if you make your New Year resolutions or target public, it's more likely that you're going to work on it and you're going to achieve these goals. So do that now. Okay, I assume that you've got a target or goals or resolutions, whatever, but have you done a test for it? If it's a resolution that you're going to do some exercise this year, have you done a stress test? Have you got an okay from doctor? If you've got some targets for health, for example, have you done something like tested your blood sugar level? How's your blood pressure? If you haven't done any of these tests related to your goals, targets, then do it now. And I know many of you have more of kind of exercise, health targets. And if you want to get, health, fitness sort of target and need something to begin with, maybe you can start 1 minute training. Again, I've done a video already, so have a look. It's basically you do 30 minutes of exercise per week and you will stay healthy. Obviously, if you want to get fitter, you're going to bid on 1 minute training and just gonna go better, higher, more. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I don't really believe in New Year resolutions. In fact, I don't really believe in just waiting till certain time and start doing something. I'd rather start now. I don't mean starting some exercise like right now, not like that, but at least you can start research, because you can just start things. Usually, if you want to achieve something, you need some time to prepare anyway. And I strongly recommend you to just start right now. We tend to make excuses not to start. I know that's okay. But you can't have excuses not to start doing research right now. Just do it. In fact, in my opinion, that'd be better, because you know what to do. And I'm pretty sure once you start researching, you're going to have even more questions. Then when you understand certain things related to your goals, then you can just start rolling. Doing too much research is also not so good, because you just think and think and think and you get stuck. In these situations, now that's the time to start doing the actual thing. Do a test. It's not only health test, but like using equipment, just doing something, and you get some experience, you get some numbers, so you know where to start. Maybe you can look at 10 tips videos. That's where you get some ideas on how to achieve your goals easily. Well, it's usually not that easy, but that's why it's good fun. Why would you do it when it's too easy? No, it's actually easy. Don't worry, just do it. Yeah, and 10 tips video. I might do a 2020 version, bit of an updated version. Yeah, now I can talk about contents, what am I going to do, or the format, the things. Last year I covered quite a bit about basics. I think I must have made about 50 videos or something like that in half a year. So you have some resources to have a look. I know these are really basic stuff, and I'm pretty sure you've got questions, but you can ask me anytime. But to start basic exercise, you should have got enough. So have a look at these. This year though, I'm going to show you guys what you can do in real life with more and funnier examples. For example, I'm going to do a 1 minute training video in a suit. By doing that way, I can demonstrate how easy it can be done and how it can be integrated into your life. So I'll be doing many more examples of how we can apply elite athletes' training theories and these things to your life, so you can benefit so much more. Even if you're getting old, just doing that for health or doing it competitively, doesn't matter. You all benefit from maximizing your training efficiency. In my opinion, if it's not really effective, why would you do that? Why would you waste your time? So that's all for this video. I hope this year I can give you so much more interesting and useful info with a lot more actions happening, just like new outro. So have a look at the new one. Tell me what you think. See you next time.